Change is inevitable. Change is all around us. Changes in technology, the knowledge that we have, changes in people's expectations. In FMPA, we have embraced that change. We have a philosophy of continuous improvement, continuous innovation, and that's worked well for us over the past 40 years. One thing that's not going to change is FMPA's mission. Our mission is for 31 cities to work together to provide low-cost, reliable, clean energy and great service to our members and their customers. 3 examples of how our cities dealt with change happened this last year in Key West, Bushnell, and Winter Park. We came together as a group to help Bushnell when that city had a rare opportunity to do something great for their residents and customers.
You know, I think keeping it reasonable for people to be able to live here is a big thing. The electric is probably one of the most expensive things that people have to deal with.
We had an existing franchise agreement with Sumter Electric that was getting ready to expire back in 2015, but the city saw the value in acquiring those customers and what it could do for our expansion of our electric system and the revenue stream that would come along with that would help the city and the citizens here. So we started talking to FMPA about how we could work together. So they came up with this load attraction rate that's tiered over a 5-year period. The additional load and the additional customers that we bring on, the first year FMPA is going to reduce the rate that we pay for those customers by 50%. And actually, if it wasn't for FMPA's assistance to the city in providing the load attraction rate that they offered us, I don't financially think the city would have been able to afford this expansion.
By us having our own power, taking on more territory, which gives us more income, I feel that we're going to reduce the cost of power to the people that we already are serving. You know, we got a place to grow now that we didn't have before. There's a lot of us that can afford whatever it is, but there's a lot of people that can't. And, you know, you got to look out for them people.
Is that why you do what you do?
Yeah.
One of the projects we're most excited about at FMPA is the Florida Municipal Solar Project. It gives members a chance to participate in solar while keeping electricity rates affordable. Winter Park is one of the cities that will participate.
In the past, solar has been an expensive option. If we were to try and go out and secure 10 megawatts on our own, it would be unbearable to our residents. It would be a cost that they would see in addition on their electric bill. We were able to work with the FMPA to negotiate the rate that is favorable to our residents. We'll start receiving our energy from the FMPA solar field in 2020. It'll bring us closer to our goal of being a greener community that's not going to affect them in any way. Their bill doesn't go up. They're going to get the same reliable power. They're just going to be able to say that they got that power in a more sustainable manner. We would not have been able to do this without the help of the FMPA securing those other cities within Florida.
All of us here in Florida lived through Hurricane Irma, and every one of our cities were affected. For Keys Energy Services in Key West, the story of their first responders and the fast recovery is remarkable.
In the 29 years I've worked at Keys Energy, we've had storms, but none of them compared to Hurricane Irma.
Irma was like nothing I've ever seen before. So probably the scariest storm I've been through.
Our emergency operations manager said that they were evacuating and that they encouraged the partners like utilities to consider evacuation.
We had a meeting basically, and they asked everybody who was staying, who was leaving. And at that time, everyone in the line department and electrical department said they were going to stay and ride out the storm.
Hurricane Irma blew through on Sunday, so Monday morning we were able to get outside and call to say, hey, we're here, we're fine. We have damage, but all's well. We went out and investigated, we went out to assess, and we found that we had transmission damage and we had tremendous distribution damage. Every single customer in our service area was without power. I think we all thought that it would be weeks before we would get things done. We have to have a hospital, we have to have electricity, and we have to have water before we can let people back in. And it's very difficult in this community because for the most part, many employees don't get paid unless they're working. So the pressure on the utility to get the lights back on so that tourism can return is incredible.
We had no power, we had no water, but we had gas. So what we did is we opened back up the day after the storm, we started cooking. And we started feeding people. But we never charged anybody for any meals for 21 days.
We have mutual aid in place with all of the utilities, not only in the state, but also far out into the rest of the country. FMPA arrived on the scene probably Wednesday. We had to ask Jacob to send, extra poles, extra transformers, and he wisely sent people. FMPA was able to identify things that we didn't know that we even needed to have completed, and they were so helpful. And so we really discovered that mutual aid goes far beyond line workers. It includes a lot of the support services. I think within the first 5 days we had about 50% of our customers back, and 20 days later we were all restored.
I think it was 4 or 5 days I got power. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen guys work like this, ever.
Our linemen are viewed as heroes in our community. They make life come back after a storm, and I think the community recognizes that, and they're very grateful.
And it's hard for a small city to maintain an electric utility on its own. That's why we joined together in FMPA, 31 cities, working together to make our utilities work. We combine our resources, combine our knowledge and our brain power, and that gives us the statewide strength to survive and to thrive in today's environment. And that's why it's so important that we accomplish our mission in FMPA, which is to provide clean, reliable, and affordable energy to our members and our customers.